What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So this is the video you've all been waiting for. I made a video recently about the insane raw gold changes with phase 2 pre-patch. Basically, now every chromie time scales to 60 and items are scaling up to 60 as well. So when you're leveling a toon, you're getting insane gear upgrades, like green items. Green items can scale to item levels 160, 70 or something insane like that. And close to every raid in like Kata and Panda is giving increased raw gold. So I made it my mission and my promise to you guys to do my absolute best to find insane raw gold farms. And today we've found a really, really good one. But I still have a list of a ton of raw gold testing, both solo and group farms to do. So make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you're notified whenever those videos go live. Because there's a big chance that Blizzard is going to nerf this. So if you want to take advantage of it while it still works, then you got to watch those videos early on. So before we dive into the specifics and give you all of the information on how to make it work, I do have to thank all of you guys recently for picking up the 0 to 10 million gold guide. The support and the feedback on the book has been insane. And it's so cool to see that you guys are liking the frequent dragonflight updates. And that's kind of the best selling point of the book. The people that bought the book 2 years ago are still getting the dragonflight updates. So if you buy it today using the code dragonflight for 50% off, even 5 years from now, I'm still going to be updating the book and you will receive all those updates for free. So make sure to check it out with the link down below in the description and pinned comments. So the whole idea behind making this gold is scaling mobs up to max level, which you can do now. So when you go to a location like this one right here, Blackrock Stronghold in Burning Steps, you have a ton of mobs. They hyper spawn, but they're level 30 and I'm level 60, right? So the trick on turning these guys into level 60 mobs is having anyone that isn't level 60 go into a chromie time. Like you talk to chromie in, let's say, Stormwind. If you're Alliance, you talk to chromie and you pick, it doesn't really matter, but let's say you pick a Cataclysm chromie time. And then he can face you over to the chromie timeline, which means that every mob for me as level 60 will be level 60. So all of these guys can be hyper spawn farmed. And I'm going to show you guys, this is a clip from today's stream. So all of the mobs that we're killing right now are level 60. Now, what does that mean? It means that they drop the same amount of raw gold as level 60 mobs in Shadowlands drops. Even the gray items are scaled up in raw gold value. It's insane. So as you can see, the location is absolutely mental. There's not a single spot in Shadowlands where you can kill this amount of mobs, humanoids that drop both green, grays, blues, epics, and also just straight up raw gold. It is insane. So we tested this in a 5-man group and like 2x4 setup. Both were doing really good. Before I give you guys the exact numbers on that, I want to show you guys some examples on the items that you will pick up. So green items like this mace. This is a regular classic mace. It's on my level 60 toon. It was required level 57, item level 170, and a vendors for 71 gold and 98 silver. Now that's insane. Then you got the gray items. 18 gold for this gray shield. 36 gold for this gray staff. And look at this. This is an epic item. Look at the required level. Requires level 61, which is impossible because max level now in pre-patch is 60. Vendors for 150 gold. Not only that, but each time you loot the mobs on the ground, you're going to be picking up like 100 gold, 120 gold, 80 gold, right? So you want to constantly loot because you want every single gray item and you want every single green item as well. It is insane, right? So when we did this in a 5-man farm, basically just having 5 people killing these 3 packs, but it is also important that you pull this pack in the back right here. It's another exact same size pack, but this one should be killed to hyper spawn these mobs, these 3 packs better. But in the 5-man group, we made an estimate, well, an average of 14,000 gold raw. Like, we're not talking anything on the auction house, just from picking up the raw gold from the ground and vendoring everything that dropped. 14,000 gold raw. That's a lot more than most of you guys are doing. The people that's doing raw gold is way more than you're doing right now. And to no surprise, doing it in a 2x4 setup was even better, right? 2x4 setup was a bit more tricky to set up because in a 5-man group, you can have 4 level 60s, and then you just need one guy at any level that can do time walking or chromie timeline you guys over. We were lucky enough to have people that were like level 55 to 59, so they got like roughly the exact same amount of gold as we got. That's optimal. Optimally, you want to have a guy at level 59 locked experience, so we can still use chromie time. So that's what we had eventually on all the tests we've done so far. But in a 2x4 setup, right? You cannot chromie time opposite factions, and you need 2 people to chromie time. So you need 2 people, 1 in each group that's less than level 60 that can chromie time, and then just 3 random people in each group. So you have 2 groups with 4 people in each group. It's a bit more tricky to set up because it requires 2 people rather than just 1 guy to set up. So pro tip, I would definitely advise you guys, because it's fast to level right now, in case Blizzard doesn't nerf this, to level a toon that has decent AoE to 59, XP lock it, and you're going to be in demand for these farms. Because this is definitely not the end. Like, there's going to be way more farms than just this one. But in 1 hour, I was probably the guy who got the least amount of gold in 1 hour of 2x4 at this location. Because I got 20,000 gold, right? And the highest was something like almost 23,000 or 24,000 gold in the group. But still, over 20,000 gold an hour raw. And you got to remember, some of these epics that we're picking up can be sold as transmog. So you obviously, like this one, there's no point in vendoring this for 150 gold when you can sell it as a transmog. And most of the blue items and epic items that drop, weapons have the required level 61. Armor will drop as required level 60, and some people will buy the blue and the epics, even some of the green items, just for like easy catch-up gear on their alts. And another interesting thing that I was asked while live streaming about the required level 61 is, can you disenchant it when Dragonflight comes out to get the new disenchanting materials? So imagine that. If you can farm epics right now, you can't disenchant them right now and get Dragonflight materials. That's already been tested. But imagine if you have a bunch of required level 61 epics, and then when Dragonflight comes out, you disenchant them while having Dragonflight enchanting, if you could get any of the new mats. I've no clue. It can probably be tested by moving this toon over to the beta and then get enchanting and disenchant it. But yeah, just another thought. So yes, as I said, insane raw gold farming spots. I have a lot more of these coming, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course take a look at the 0 to 10 million gold guide if you haven't already. But that was it for today's video, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye bye.